My girlfriend declared, "I'm renaming you in my phone as Free Food. That's all you're good for." I said, "Accurate." Then I sent a reservation cancellation to her favorite restaurant. For her birthday we'd booked. Her emergency text came during her birthday dinner. I, 29 male, overheard my girlfriend Astrid, 26, on FaceTime with her best friend Celine last Thursday. She didn't know I'd come home early from my shift at the hospital. I'm a radiology tech. "Girl, I'm literally changing his name in my phone to Free Food right now," she laughed. "That's all Dimitri's good for anyway. Free meals, free rides, free entertainment budget. The man's like a walking ATM with zero personality." Celine cackled. "But he's taking you to Maison Bleu for your birthday next week. That's like $400 minimum." Exactly why I'm keeping him around until after. Then I'm done. Already matched with this investment banker on Hinge. Just need my birthday dinner first, then bye-bye medical tech boy. I stood in our hallway, holding the specialty birthday cake I'd picked up early. Chocolate souffle cake from her favorite bakery, cost me $85. The conversation continued. "Show me what you saved him as," Celine squealed. I heard Astrid typing. "There, Free Food," with a little money bag emoji. Perfect, right? "You're so bad. What if he sees? Please, Dimitri's about as observant as a goldfish. Yesterday I literally had Preston pick me up from our apartment building, and this idiot texted asking if I needed a ride home from my yoga class. There is no yoga class." My phone buzzed. A text from Astrid. "Working late tonight, baby? Don't wait up." I looked at the timestamp, 3:27 p.m. She was literally in our bedroom lying about working late while I stood in our hallway. I quietly set the cake on the kitchen counter and texted back, "No problem. Have a good shift." Then I opened my laptop and got to work. First, I canceled the Maison Bleu reservation, the one I'd had to book 3 months in advance, the one with the special birthday tasting menu I'd pre-ordered. Then I texted my buddy Enzo, who worked at the restaurant. "Hey man, just canceled Astrid's birthday dinner. Can you do me a solid and make sure that table stays open on the 15th? I'll explain later." "Got you, bro? Everything okay?" "It will be." The next few days were interesting. Astrid kept talking about her birthday dinner, even showed me the dress she bought specifically for it, with my credit card, naturally. I just smiled and nodded. "You made the reservation, right?" she asked for the 10th time. "Of course, 7 p.m. on the 15th. "And you told them it's my birthday?" "They know." The morning of her birthday she was bouncing around the apartment. Posted 17 Instagram stories about birthday behavior. And blessed to see 27, she was actually turning 28 but had been lying about her age since we met. I gave her the gift I'd originally bought, a designer purse she'd been eyeing. She squealed, took photos, then tossed it aside. "Ready for tonight?" she asked, already planning her photos at the restaurant. "Can't wait." I left for my shift at 5 p.m. Really just went to Enzo's place to watch the security footage he was about to send me from his phone. At 6:45 p.m. Astrid texted, "Where are you? We need to leave." Me, "For what?" Her, "Our reservation?" Me, "What reservation?" My phone immediately exploded. 17 missed calls in 2 minutes. I let them all go to voicemail. Then came the texts. "Dimitri, this isn't funny. The reservation at Maison Bleu, my birthday dinner, stop playing. I'm calling them right now." 10 minutes later, they say there's no reservation. "What did you do? This is my birthday. You promised." I responded, "Oh that. I canceled it last Thursday. You know, right after you renamed me to Free Food in your phone. Seemed appropriate." Radio silence for exactly 3 minutes. Then, "I was joking. Celine and I were just being silly. You spied on me? This is abusive. You're ruining my birthday over a joke." Me, "How's Preston? Maybe he can take you somewhere nice." "Who the F is Preston?" "The guy who picked you up from yoga class." Oh wait, the call started again. I turned off my phone and enjoyed watching the game with Enzo. Update 1, holy crap, so I turned my phone back on the next morning to 93 texts, 41 missed calls, and 16 voicemails. Not from Astrid, from her entire crew. Her mom, Darlene, called me a pathetic little man for abandoning her daughter on her special day. Her sister, Brooke, said I was emotionally abusive and probably gay anyway. Logic where? Celine left a voicemail that was just her screaming incoherently for 45 seconds. But the best part, was Astrid's public breakdown. Enzo sent me screenshots from her Instagram stories. Story 1, her crying in full makeup and her birthday dress with text overlay. When you find out your boyfriend of 2 years is a narcissist. Story 2, a photo of an empty dinner table. Supposed to be at Maison Bleu, but someone decided to be petty. Story 3, just black screen with, "I'm too good for this energy." Story 4, her and 5 friends at Applebee's, with caption, "Real ones stepped up, don't need toxic people." Applebee's, on her birthday, "I'm deceased." Then came the damage control attempts. Astrid showed up at my work the next day. Full performance mode, tears shaking the works. "Baby, please, it was just girl talk. You know how Celine is. She brings out the worst in me. I didn't mean any of it." "So you didn't rename me in your phone?" I was drunk. At 3 p.m. on a Thursday? Day drinking. I was day drinking because I was stressed about my birthday. Security ended up escorting her out when she wouldn't leave. She told them I was her fiancé having a mental breakdown, and she was trying to help me. The security guard, bless his heart, said, "Ma'am, he looks pretty stable to me. You're the one crying in the lobby." But wait, it gets better. Remember Preston? Investment banker guy from Hinge? Turns out Astrid had already made plans with him for the day after her birthday. Told him she was recently single and ready to move on from her ex. How do I know this? Because Preston is Enzo's cousin. Small world, right? Preston showed Enzo their messages after Enzo saw Astrid's breakdown on Instagram and connected the dots. Some highlights from their chats. My ex was super controlling. Never let me go out with friends. I literally encouraged her girls' nights. He was threatened by my success. She's been unemployed for 8 months. I'm just looking for someone who values me for me. Followed immediately by asking about his salary. I don't care about material things. Then sent him links to 3 different designer bags she wanted. Preston, absolute legend, asked her to meet him at this fancy rooftop bar. Told her to dress up. It was a special place. She showed up in a $400 dress that I'm 99% sure she was planning to return. Preston never showed. When she texted asking where he was, he replied, "Oh sorry, I only date people who value others for more than free food." Dimitri says hi BitW. Then he blocked her. Update 2, Astrid went DEFCON 1. First, she tried to break into our apartment, forgot I'd changed the locks after she left for her birthday disaster. The doorbell camera caught her trying to use a bobby pin like she's in some spy movie. Girl couldn't pick a lock if her life depended on it. When that failed, she enlisted her mom. Darlene showed up with a whole speech prepared about how real men don't act like this. And Astrid deserves better, and you'll never find another woman like her. I said, God, I hope not. She called me immature. I showed her the screenshots of Astrid's messages to Preston, calling me a meal ticket with the personality of wet cardboard. Darlene literally said, and I quote, "Well, you are boring. My daughter needs excitement in her life. Then she should probably date someone who can afford to provide it." CBF for days, she left muttering about this generation of men. Then came the guilt trips. Astrid started posting old photos of us with captions like, "Remember when you promised forever? And some people change overnight." Girl, you literally had another man lined up. The cognitive dissonance is wild. But here's where she really screwed herself. Astrid decided to file for unemployment. Problem? She listed me as a reference from her previous job as a personal assistant social media manager for my business. I don't have a business. She was never my assistant. This was fraud. She had Celine call pretending to be from the unemployment office to verify employment. Celine did not do a good job. She literally said, "This is, the unemployment place. We need to verify that Astrid worked for you doing, assistant things." I recorded the whole call. Then I called the actual unemployment office and reported the false claim. They take that shit seriously. Yesterday, Astrid texted from Celine's phone. "You're really gonna get me in legal trouble over a joke about your name in my phone?" Me, no. You got yourself in legal trouble by committing unemployment fraud. I just reported it. I needed that money. How else am I supposed to live? Maybe try getting a job? Novel concept, I know. Preston would have taken care of me. Preston thinks you're a gold digger. He told everyone at his firm, "Good luck with that investment banker fantasy." She sent 27 more texts that devolved into keyboard smashing and emojis. I didn't respond. Final update. It's been a month and holy shitballs, the entitlement never stops. Astrid's unemployment fraud case turned into a whole thing. She got hit with a $2,000 fine and has to pay back the one payment she received before they caught it. But that's not even the best part. She decided the solution to her money problems was to become an influencer. Started a TikTok called Dating After Narcissistic Abuse, where she gives advice about red flags and toxic relationships. The irony is lost on her. Her first video went mini viral, like 50K views, because she accidentally included a text notification in her screen recording. From a guy saved as rent money maybe? The comments were brutal. Girl is the red flag factory. Narcissistic abuse equals canceled her free dinner. Not the rent money maybe notification. This is what delusion looks like. She tried to delete it, but people had already screen recorded. It became a whole meme in our city. Someone made a remix with her crying video from her birthday. I'm not proud of how hard I laughed. Then came the last desperate attempt. Astrid convinced her new boyfriend, some 22-year-old she met at a gas station who thinks she's 24, to confront me. This kid, and I mean kid, showed up at my apartment trying to act hard. You need to give Astrid her stuff back. What stuff? Her belongings, and the money you owe her. What money? For the emotional labor and the time she invested. I actually felt bad for him. Dude, she's playing you. She told me the same thing about her ex before me. Said he owed her investment compensation for their relationship. She said you'd try to manipulate me. Did she also tell you she's 28, not 24? His face was priceless. She's what? Born in 1996, my guy. I can show you her ID if you want. He left. Astrid called screaming that I ruined another relationship and she was going to sue me for defamation and emotional damages. My lawyer buddy laughed so hard he nearly fell off his chair when I told him. Let her try. I have all the screenshots, recordings, and her literal fraud case. Please let her try. She didn't try. Last I heard from mutual friends, she moved back with her parents. Darlene makes her pay rent, karma. She's banned from 2 restaurants for trying to claim birthday discrimination, not a thing, to get free meals. Celine dropped her after Astrid tried to seduce Celine's boyfriend. The 22-year-old is dating someone his own age. Now Preston's Dimitri says hi text became legendary in his friend group. She still has me saved in her phone. Saw it when she accidentally showed it in another TikTok. As for me, I'm doing great. Started dating Jade from my hiking group. She insisted on paying for our first date and joked that she should save my number as free conversations because that's worth more than any meal. We're taking things slow, but she's already met Enzo and the guys. They love her. She brings homemade food to game night and roasts me harder than any of them do. It's awesome. Oh, and Maison Bleu? Enzo got me a reservation for my birthday last week. Took my mom. She cried happy tears and said she was proud of me for standing up for myself. The cake I bought for Astrid's birthday? Still in my freezer. I'm saving it for my 1-year anniversary of dodging that bullet. Seems fitting. To anyone dealing with someone who only sees you as a resource, you're worth more than what you can provide. Don't let anyone reduce you to their personal convenience store. And Astrid, since I know you're stalking my Reddit, hi to your fake account, totally not Astrid 2024. Preston says hi. Again. Edit. Stop asking for Astrid's TikTok. Let's not go there. Also, Jade says hi and wants everyone to know she's making a free food joke birthday cake for me. This woman is perfect. Edit 2, the restaurant discrimination thing. She literally called it a human rights violation, that they wouldn't give her a free birthday meal without a reservation. The manager saved the security footage because it was the most ridiculous complaint in 20 years of service. They play it at staff parties now.